Hey everyone, my lovely students. Welcome back to the English YouTube channel. Today we're diving into a fascinating topic, the history and evolution of makeup. Did you know that makeup has been around for over 100,000 years? From ancient civilizations to Hollywood, makeup has not only been a beauty tool but a way to signal status, health and attractiveness. We'll uncover the amazing customs and trends that have shaped cosmetics over time and how they influence us today. Stick around, you don't want to miss this. Face paint. Animal courtship customs include amazing uses of smells, tastes, sounds, sights, and physical touch to signal health and attractiveness to possible partners. But what signals do humans use to signal youth, health, and attractiveness? We depend mainly on visual signs, with an important one being facial cosmetics or makeup. In fact, the global makeup industry is now worth many billions of dollars per year. Makeup was first used as far back as 100,000 years ago by early humans called Neanderthals. Archaeologists have discovered that Neanderthals used colored minerals found in mud to decorate their faces. Face paint was used alongside tattoos, bone hair accessories, and cave paintings to signal social information. It was the Egyptians, however, who were the first civilization to use makeup as a beauty product. When we think of ancient Egyptian faces, the first thing we notice is their dark eye makeup. This early makeup was originally used by both men and women to shadow their eyes from the reflection of the bright desert. Today, football and baseball players use black grease on their cheeks for a similar purpose. In time, the makeup became a way of showing off the beauty of the wearer's eyes, and Egyptian women began to create their own recipes, using combinations of minerals, metals, and burned nuts. The Egyptians also wore blue eye makeup, also called eyeshadow, made from the stone lapis lazuli, and red lipstick made from crushed beetles. The Egyptians weren't the only ancient civilization to use makeup. The ancient Greeks not only gave us the word cosmos, from which we get the English word cosmetics, but they also created the first face creams. Some of these creams even contain perfumes. Roman women favored early forms of mascara, eyeshadow, and rouge. A famous Roman saying translates as, "A woman without paint is like food without salt." Although only Roman women used brightly colored makeup, both sexes frequently applied powder to their faces to whiten their skin. Pale facial skin was considered to be beautiful. Pale skin distinguished the higher classes from laborers who had tanned skin from working outside. Although pale skin was thought to look healthier and more beautiful, some methods used to get the look were actually deadly. Early forms of white face powder contained lead, mercury, and arsenic, which are highly poisonous. They weren't only poisonous for the wearer. Some face powders could kill with just one kiss on the cheek. For hundreds of years after the fall of the Roman Empire, the use of cosmetics was frowned upon by many Europeans due to strict religious views. This changed in the 17th century when the term makeup was first used. It was considered highly attractive for men and women to wear white powder and paint beauty spots on their faces. The shape and position on the face of a beauty spot could signal the wearer's place in society, marital status, or even their desire to flirt. Society's view of makeup changed again in the 19th century. Women avoided powders and bright colors, and men abandoned makeup altogether. Instead, women mixed natural ingredients such as oatmeal, honey, and eggs to improve their natural looks. At one point, women were considered more beautiful if they looked unwell. So they used cosmetics to make dark circles under their eyes, to redden their lips, and to make their skin look pale as wax. Modern makeup owes much to the growth of the film industry in Hollywood, which popularized suntans and the movie star look. Most importantly, the birth of the commercial cosmetics industry has made mass-produced cosmetics much more affordable, and now they are part of the beauty routine of all social classes. Today, it is fashionable once again for both sexes to indulge in facial cosmetics, particularly cosmetics made from the same natural ingredients used centuries ago. Let's break down the key vocabulary from the passage and explore how these words are used, along with their definitions and examples from the Longman Dictionary. So the first one is animal courtship, the behaviors animals display to attract mates, such as sounds, scents, or visual cues. In the wild, animal courtship often involves colorful displays or complex dances. Next one is abandon. It means to leave something behind or to give up. In the context we have read, makeup was abandoned in some historical periods due to religious views. For example, the car was found abandoned in a forest. Civilization refers to a complex society with its own culture, technology, and government. In the passage, ancient Egyptian civilization contributed significantly to the development of makeup. I want to make an example. Ancient Egypt was one of the first great civilizations. Now crush. To press something so hard it breaks into pieces. The passage says that Egyptians crushed beetles to make red lipstick. If I draw an example, she crushed a piece of chalk under her shoe. Let's see the next word, empire. A group of countries or regions controlled by one ruler or government. Passage indicates that makeup trends were shaped by ancient empires, like the Egyptians and Romans. For example, the Roman Empire was vast and powerful. And grease, a thick, oily substance often used for lubrication or cooking. Example, he had grease on his hands after fixing the car. Athletes and early Egyptians used grease on their faces for protection from sunlight. Ingredient means a part of a mixture, especially in cooking or products. For instance, flour is the main ingredient in bread. Makeup recipes included natural ingredients like minerals and nuts. Marital, relating to marriage. Example, marital problems can sometimes lead to divorce. We found that beauty spots in the 17th century could indicate a person's marital status. What's mercury? It's a heavy, poisonous metal once used in products like thermometers. Mercury is highly toxic if inhaled or ingested. Some early powders used mercury, which was dangerously poisonous. Mineral is a natural substance found in the earth, often used in products like makeup. Salt is a common mineral found in seawater as an example. Minerals were crushed and used as makeup in ancient times. Mid, referring to the middle of something. The meeting will take place in mid-September is a good example. During the mid-centuries, makeup was often abandoned. Nut is the hard seed of a fruit, used as food or in products. Look at the example. She ate a handful of almonds, her favorite type of nut. What passage showed us? Burned nuts were used by Egyptians to create makeup for the eyes. Pale, a light color, especially of skin or complexion. Example, her face went pale when she heard the bad news. Pale skin was once seen as a sign of beauty and higher social status. Poisonous means harmful or deadly if consumed or touched. Some mushrooms are highly poisonous and should not be eaten. We understood that early makeup powders containing lead and mercury were poisonous and could even be deadly. So another vocabulary is wax, which is a solid substance used for making candles or as a protective coating. For example, the floor was shiny after applying a coat of wax. Wax was used in some beauty products to enhance appearance. Lapis lazuli, a deep blue semi-precious stone used for decoration or pigments. For example, the ancient Egyptians used lapis lazuli to create beautiful blue pigments. Egyptians used lapis lazuli to make blue eyeshadow a symbol of beauty. Now listen carefully to the vocabularies again in the summary. The passage outlines the history of makeup across various civilizations, from early humans like Neanderthals, who used minerals and mud to decorate their faces, to the empire of ancient Egypt, where makeup recipes using crushed beetles for lipstick and nuts for eyeshadows were developed. Egyptians also used grease to protect their eyes, and later civilizations, like the Greeks and Romans, contributed by introducing face creams and powders. In ancient Rome, women used mercury and pale powders, though some ingredients were poisonous and even deadly. During the mid-centuries in Europe, makeup was abandoned due to religious views, but in the 17th century, it made a comeback, often using wax and specific recipes to create beauty products that signaled marital status and social class. By the 19th century, women began using more natural ingredients, and in modern times, the commercial makeup industry grew, with many products still using ancient natural components. Answer to this question in the comment below. Do you personally like makeup, or do you prefer the natural look? If you found this video helpful, smash that like button and hit subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Your support means the world to me. I'll see you in the next video.